Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Saturday Morning Leadership Call. Thank you, Dennis, for taking care of the lines this morning, and thank you all for taking time to be on this call today. We have a great lineup here of two amazing women that are going to be sharing some great information. So make sure you've got a pen and paper handy to take a few notes. My name is Sue Ligon, and my husband and I are founders with M, and we're having a great time helping other people share these products and make some residual income. So today's call, like I said, it's going to be a power-packed with these two amazing women. But first off, I want to just share a little bit of information or just talk a little bit about this incredible Cabo trip that M has lined up for us. This will be the first incentive trip that M will be promoting and sponsoring. And so we want to make it, I know it's going to be very, very special, and we want as many people as possible to be joining us on the beaches of Cabo San Lucas in October. I just got back last week from an amazing trip at an all-inclusive in Costa Rica with our three girls that are basically 21, 22, and 23. So had a great, great time. But I'll tell you, when you go on one of these trips that are all-inclusive, the way the staff treats you, the food that you get to enjoy, when they say all-inclusive, it's like all the food, all the beverages, incredible service, incredible scenery, and it's something not to forget, absolutely creating memories. So when I go on and look at the trip that they have lined up for us in Cabo, it looks like a top-of-the-line resort. Looks absolutely beautiful. I think there's like 6 pools and a bunch of restaurants. It just looks gorgeous. And I know it's going to be costing M several $1,000s per person to be sending people on this trip. So, but it's not just about the money, or not just about, what it actually costs to be there. What you are doing is investing in yourself when you earn this trip, because what you'll come out from the trip is not just memories of a great vacation, but the people that you'll be partnering up with, people that you'll be meeting that are doing the same thing that you're doing in M, the relationships that you build, that's where the whole value comes into play and the memories that it creates. So it definitely will recharge you, energize you, propel your business, and be an unforgettable vacation for you as well. On Facebook, when you log into Facebook and it tells you memories from your past, it's pretty cool because you get to go back, and this will be one of those memories when you post your pictures that you'll be, go back to, and you'll think, oh my gosh, what a great trip that was, and the people that I met, the people that I got to spend time with on this trip, it'll be fantastic. So we want everyone to be going on this trip. And let's talk about how you get there, what kind of points are necessary for it. There may be many of you that aren't sure where you stand right now with this promotion, with this trip. And there's an easy way to calculate it. But first off, if you simply go in your back office, you can see the rewards page. You can see, the lineup of what each pack is worth and everything. Or you can simply type in m.network/Cabo, and that will bring you right to the M Events page. It'll show the incentive trip point structure, and it'll also show who has qualified for the trip so far. So we've got a lot of people already qualified for the trip, but there is still time, a lot of time left for people to be earning this trip. And you might say, a new person joining, oh, well, it's, too late in the game to do this, but it's absolutely not. We've had people that have earned this trip in, less than 2 weeks, and let me tell you how that's happening. Well, first off, when you go to that page, you're going to see that when you enroll someone on Elite Packs, you're getting 30 points, Master Packs, 15 points, etc. So that's one way that you're going to earn points. Another way that you earn points is getting customers, retail product. You're going to earn 2 points for every 30 PV in customer volume. So you're going to get some points there. Now, every month that your product goes out on Blue Box, you're going to get points for that too. So if you're set up on a 120 PV, you're going to get 10 points, 180 PV, you're going to get 15. And if you're simply set up on 60 PV, you're going to get 5. All right? All of this information is right there on that page. Now, here's where another exciting part comes in, and that's when you rank up. And simply ranking up, when you hit that next level, remember, this contest started March 25th. So if you ranked up in March, April, May, June, or July now, you're going to get points for that. When you hit M1, you get 50, M2, 200, M3, 500, and on. All right? So those are the 4 ways that you earn points. But you also earn points by your personally enrolled people. When they rank up, you get half of the points. So say you hit M3, you get 500 points, and let's say you have a couple people hit M1 or M2, you're going to get half of the points that they get for ranking up as well. So be sure and not forget about your teammates that you have sponsored and helped rank up. Now, here is the other exciting aspect to this I want to make sure everyone knows about. Anyone who signs up, their first 2 weeks, you actually triple the points. So someone who, say Sally signed up today, and she goes for her 3andMe, and she gets 3 people on Elite Pack, she's going to get 90 points. Let's say she finds 3 customers over the next couple of weeks, and they get on a 60 PV, and that's going to be 12 points. That's going to automatically rank advance her to M1 and close to M2 if she has any of her enrollees signing up anyone. That's another 200 points. You're going to take all of those points for 2 weeks and you triple them. And by doing that, she will have probably already earned, by just doing that amount of work, very close to earning that trip. She'll have the awesome M bag that they have. It's a cool travel bag that they've picked out that you can earn. And then also a shared room is only 1,000 points. So more than likely in that first 2 weeks, by doing that, she's going to have won the trip, at least a shared room of it. At 1,500 points, you get the shared room and a $500 travel voucher, so pretty much your airfare would be paid for. And then 2,500 is what we want you really to be shooting for, so that you can take someone with you, and that's a room for 2 plus the $500 travel voucher. And then at 3,000 points would be the room for 2 and a travel voucher of $1,000, so both of you pretty much getting your airfare paid for. So I just want to stress to everyone that whether you are just getting started or whether you've been in this business for a few months and you haven't done much with it, there is still time to get started and to earn this trip. It is very doable, and it's going to be very rewarding. And like I said, the memories that come from it will be absolutely incredible and powerful to share with other people. So please, please, please be sure and calculate your points, and let's get as many people as possible on this incredible trip. So we want to thank M for definitely picking out a great place to send all of us, and we look forward to it in October of joining a lot of other members and taking part in this fun, exciting trip. So let's go ahead and get started on the meat of this call. And like I said, I've got two amazing ladies. The first one up I'd like to introduce is Ann. And Ann, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name right, but I have Pazinsk. I'm probably not saying that right, but the first part is Willoughby. But Ann, I just want to welcome you on the call today. Ann is definitely an amazing woman who is very, very busy. She's got a 10-year-old daughter, and she has been a certified health coach for the last 10 years, and this is in natural medicine, which is really important. The first 5 years, she said she was with a holistic physician, and then this past 5 years, she's done network marketing, of course, in the health industry, and she definitely loves this industry. She's got a passion for helping people. And Ann, are you on the call today? I want to welcome you. See if Ann chimes in here. She might be having a hard time. All right. I don't think I've got Ann. Let's go to Jill. Jill, are you on the call?
Good morning. I'm here, Sue.
Oh, good. All of a sudden I thought I had this panic attack that I'm not even on the call. I'm like, oh, my gosh. We'll send Ann the speaker code again and make sure she gets on. But I did communicate with her earlier, so I'm hoping that she is there. But
okay.
Thank you so much, Jill, for being on the call today. It is definitely an honor to have you on here as an M4. You've got 7 children. Boy, you are one busy mama with 3 grandkids, and I understand you have 2 more on the way. Is that right?
I do. One in less than 30 days. So.
Oh, my gosh. Well, congratulations. That's definitely a fun time. So, Jill, I just would like you, if you could share with everyone, as being a busy, busy woman, how you are fitting this into your schedule, what you are doing to keep focused, to keep on track, and keep rank advancing. For heaven's sakes, you're already M4, you and AJ. So can you share with everyone what you are doing?
I would love to, and thank you so much, Sue, for having me on, and this is just an honor to be on here this morning. I'll just kind of cut right to the chase as far as how to fit it in our busy lives. I like to call it, what I call it is the CEO mindset. You know, AJ and I take this business very seriously, and so we work it like a business. Now, if you know us well, you also know that we work hard, we play hard too. So, you know, but we wake up every day with that CEO mindset. You know, if you wake up and you've got a hobby that you're going to piddle around with, you might be passionate about that. You might get around to it, and you might not. When you have a business and you are the CEO, and you need to have that mindset, you work a business like a CEO. You know, we tell people, be professional, work intentionally, not just haphazardly, and have that focus, like Sue said, that focus and determination. And it's not just about what our goals are. Our main objective is helping our team reach their goals. And Sue talked to you about the ranking up with your team's points. You know, that's really, for us, was the key, is when we found out that we get half the points of our team ranking up, that was a win-win for everyone, because, you know, that way we're down there and we're focused on our team and helping them reach their goals. And if you help enough people do that, then you're going to reach your goals also. So how we work our business, we did a training last Saturday on the call, and so I won't go through all of the system and all of that. That call was recorded, and then we also do it on Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock Central. We do our I'm In Now What training, which is really just kind of gives you the track to run on. But the first thing is, this is a simple business. Don't overcomplicate it. And one of the main things that I suggest to people as far as having that CEO mindset is to make your list the night before. If you will sit down before you go to bed, one, you'll have a clearer night's sleep because you don't have all these thoughts going through your head. But make a list of what you need to do. Make a list who you need to talk to the night before. Make a list on what's your priority list, and prioritize those. What do you need to get to first off? What is the kicker? And make that list the night before. The reason why is because just by doing that list your night before, you're already 95% ahead of the game. So when you wake up that next morning, instead of fiddling around and trying to figure out where you're going to start, you've already got your track to run on. Now, I'm not a list person. I fought making lists forever. I am married to the guy, AJ, who has lists of his list of his list. So, like, he is all about lists, and we have dry erase boards all over our house right now because he has so many lists. So I do not want to write everything down, but I will tell you, if you're going to be successful in anything in life, you have to write down a plan. You have to write down your goals. And so really, like Sue said at the very beginning, pull out your pen and paper. Most of us didn't do that, so it's really about writing it down, focusing on that, having that determination. Now, we started really working this business around the beginning of March, and we rank advanced, like Sue said, but we really are focusing on helping our team. We work what we call from the bottom up. When we get new people in our team, we really try to dig deep into our organization. I don't care if it's below my pay structure or not, and we really just try to help each person as much as they want. Not everyone wants to come in and replace their corporate jobs like AJ and I did, but some do. So you work with them, you find out what they're wanting, and I'll be honest, do I always feel like getting up and working our business? No, but how many people don't feel like getting up and going to their job every day either? We don't feel like it all the time. And some people call it discipline. AJ's, he talks about discipline and strength and all of that. And for me, more so than discipline, it's devotion. When you realize what you have with this company, with with affordable products like this that really change people's lives, that becomes an inner passion and an inner devotion that keeps you going, that keeps that consistency, which is key. That consistency is the crazy key to this whole business. So having that devotion and that inner passion, that's what really gets my feet moving in the morning, and just knowing how many people can be blessed and benefited by this. I'm not here to, pull anyone's arm or twist anyone's arm and try to talk them into it. If I have to do that to get them in the business, I have to do that to keep them in the business, and that's not a fun place to live in a fun business like this. So really, as far as how we work our business, the way I look at it is we have one life to live. You've got this one life that you're living, and it's so easy in our society to be stuck in this rat race of work and responsibilities and all of that stuff. And really what I would suggest as far as writing something down is what's the most important part of your life? What is the most important parts of it? And why are we allowing life and society and everything to get in our way of spending this one life we have with building this business? So this what's your most important thing? That is your why. That's why you build this business. I'm not here just to make a paycheck, but guess what? I need that to keep my lights on, and I kind of like electricity. So, we do need the money, but the fact is that it's not just about that. It's really what drives you in your day. For me, that's my family. Like Sue said, we have 7 children, 3 grandbabies and 2 more on the way, and I've got a daughter that just recently got engaged. We just picked the wedding venue. Life is happening, and I don't want to miss it. I don't want to miss a second of it. When we decided to do we lived in Kansas City, Missouri, which I love Kansas City, but our kids almost all of our kids and our grandbabies were all right here around the Springfield, Missouri area. We not only decided we're doing full time and worked our way out of our corporate jobs, but we immediately moved right in the middle of our kids and our grandkids. And so, because that's what's most important to us, And so I really stress to everyone, find what's most important, know what's most important, and to work your way into having more of that in your life. I'll tell you, our kids are mostly all grown. Our youngest is 17, so she's still at home, but the rest of our kids are grown now, which I can't believe. They're getting so much older, and I'm so glad I'm not, that I'm not aging with them. That's terrific. But, I will say when we started this industry, and I'll just kind of share, I'll try to be quick, but this really sums up why I do this business. And when we started this industry 17 years ago, we had 7 children at home, and it was a lot. And we had this crazy fun family that, we all tend to get along most of the time, So, but when we decided to do it, we knew AJ and I don't do anything haphazardly. We don't do anything. We don't just kick the tires. We go in full force, 110%, both of us. And we knew that if we were going to start a new business, we really, really needed to have the whole household involved, and that whole household, at least their prayers and their support and their understanding of why is mom having to step outside at the restaurant to go take a call real quick? Why is dad on his phone all the time? Why can't we be at every single volleyball game and every single sport event or whatever, football game, and we were at most of them. We're not willing to sacrifice all of that. But when we started our business, we said we're giving this we're giving this a year, 2 years of hard, steady devotion. And we told the kids, I said, it's not just about our dreams and our goals. We had those as a couple. We knew what we wanted, and where we wanted to be in a year. But we sat down with our 7 kids. I never will forget this. We had this big sectional couch in our living room, and we set everyone down. And we said, we're starting a new business. We're going to be busy. We're going to be home, so you may not understand that we're busy. But we are here, and we're going to be really super busy, and we're going to be focused. But it's not just about what Dad and I want. What do you guys want? What do you want? What is a goal we can set for you, for the family, in 1 year? And we set this goal. First of all, to get 7 kids to agree to anything was crazy phenomenal, because that doesn't ever happen. But they all wanted a real vacation. None of our children at the time had ever flown in an airplane. They hadn't seen the ocean. They hadn't been to Disney World or anything like that. So we did lots of vacations, but they were little day trips to Branson or to St. Louis or to Kansas City or, whatever. So they wanted a real live, let's get on an airplane, fly to Disney World, go see the beach vacation. So we set that goal up. And I'll tell you, we had pictures of Mickey Mouse and Disney princesses and airplanes and beaches all over our house. It was kind of ridiculous. But we had that in front of all of us, not just AJ and I. But, what drove us on the days we didn't feel like it was those memories or those goals that our children were rooting for us to have. And if you need more motivation than that, tucking your baby in while she's praying about your goals, that's huge. So I'll tell you, we got after a year of being in that business, we had great success, and I remember us getting on the airplane or we were going to the airport. And again, 7 kids, never been on an airplane. I've got 2 little boys that are joking and laughing as we're going through security, and they're like, oh, man, that's the bomb. And I'm like, don't say bomb in airport security. It's not a good idea. And so we're just trying to corral these kids. Now, our oldest, Tyler, who is amazing in M Network, I don't know if you're following him at all, but he's killing it in this business. But he was just a young teenager at the time, was scared to death of flying. He did not want to get on that airplane. He begged us to send him on a Greyhound bus. But we got him on the plane, and I'm so focused on making sure he's okay. He's got his headset on. He's got snacks. He's got gum. He's calm. He's okay. Meanwhile, I'm sitting next to the baby, and her name is Cameron. We call her Cammy. And so she's all of like 5, 6 years old. I can't remember exactly, but she's sitting here, and I gave her the window seat. And we're all kind of scattered on this plane a little bit. And I'm focused so much on Tyler that we're sitting at the gate, and I look over at Cameron, and she's got these big old brown eyes. And she looks up at me, and I realize she's crying. She's got little tears running down her face. And all of a sudden my focus went from Tyler to, oh, my gosh, Cameron, are you okay? Are you scared? And she looks up at me with these big – sorry, I'm going to cry. She looks up with me with these big brown eyes, and she goes, Mommy, our dreams came true.
Aww. How
so
sweet is that?
It's the thing is more so than the trip was teaching our children that you can set a goal, that you can have what you want in life. You just have to help enough other people get what they want in life, and that you can achieve your goals. To teach a 5 or 6-year-old that at such a young age, that's huge. And so I just have a deep passion in myself. I love that you're doing these empowered women calls. And, yeah, guys, you're allowed, and we love you, and you're the reason why we're all my man is the reason why I wake up in the morning, So he's my strength and my rock. But, the thing is if you're a mom, I'm just going to talk to you directly. You have a big impact in what your children can see for the outlook of their lives. It's not just about teaching them to walk and to crawl and to move to the next level in their development, but it's teaching even young children that you can have a dream, you can set it, and you can work hard, and you can get there. And so, Sue, that's really what I had to share, and I hope I know I went a little bit over the 10 minutes. It's hard for me to talk in under 10 minutes. But,
yeah.
I just kind of wanted to share that, and just to give people a drive that it's not just about the next rank, it's not just about the next paycheck, but how you can impact your family, which is most important to me, your own family, and then secondly, other families as well. So, again, thank you, Sue, for letting me chat.